too much and played too long.
In this morning's Saturday session, we take you down under with a master of musical theater and comedy. Tim Minchin grew up in Western Australia and developed a worldwide following. Now he's in Sydney, where he's released a remarkable new album. He'll perform in a moment, but first, his interview with our very own Anthony Mason.
Appreciate the risk you took, the bookers who agreed to book a chap who tends to talk about the kind of things that get the BBC.
Tim Minchin
In hot water.
made his name performing musical satire.
I'm just saying.
You've been put kind of in the comedy category, but I know you don't really think of yourself as a comedian.
It was a hell of a shock to me that I made my name doing comedy. I certainly didn't grow up going, one day I'm going to grab a microphone and tell jokes.
Your love for me is not debatable.
In Australia, where he was raised, Minchin started out performing in clubs.
Delectable, inflatable you.
Before long, he was playing arenas
It's not perfect.
around the world, like Royal Albert Hall in London.
It's sort of almost immodest, my joy of mucking around with language and trying to unpack the sort of ideas that don't usually get unpacked in songs.
When I grow up.
Then, out of the blue, the Royal Shakespeare Company approached him about writing a musical based on Roald Dahl's book, Matilda.
It seemed unbelievable that I was being asked to do this project because it felt so right. And yet I walked out going, I shouldn't do that. I'm taking off. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be a comedian. I think my agent in the UK said, oh, don't be an idiot. It's the Royal Shakespeare Company. Just do it. It's the best thing I've ever done.
And when I grow up.
Matilda, the musical, opened in London in 2011, on Broadway 2 years later, and it's still running around the globe.
You got buckets of awards all over the world.
Yeah, I actually have a set of buckets that I keep them in.
On the heels of Matilda's success, Minchin had plans for an animated musical and moved to Los Angeles.
Loved the place, loved the people, found the sort of unashamed ruthlessness of the business didn't suit me hugely.
The musical didn't happen,
I wrote this song on an airport piano.
but a new album did.
Disturbing your journey from security.
I wrote this record in the kind of slight funk that I experienced after my Hollywood slapdown.
I'm leaving LA.
The Hollywood slapdown should be my next album.
Leaving LA. And the tourist side.
Apart Together is Minchin's first studio album.
Some people are calling this a serious album, which just seems like sort of a silly word.
Very, very serious. Take me seriously. Why won't you believe me? I have feelings.
Tim Minchin has always been serious
Don't wanna be in your club.
about making his own kind of music.
None of these songs are going to get played on radio. I mean, it's absolutely amazing that you guys are going to let me play some of them because they're long and they don't follow normal form and they're a little bit different, but I'm very lucky in that I sort of don't care.
Wrote some songs, he talked too much and stayed too long.